And the decision by the Knicks to change their head coach this summer, Shams. A controversial move, to say the least.
Absolute stunner, because this team had really built an identity. They were just coming off a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years in New York. So can they continue to build on that culture under Coach Mike Brown? I'm told Mike Brown understands this Knicks job, BA. It's championship or bust moving forward.
He's a tough guy. It's a tough town. We'll see if the Knicks have another run in them. Now, New York starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Anunoby. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Towns has got 5.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Miami moving it around. Here's the general. Pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And it's off from three-point range. New York with the ball. It's a three-point game. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
For 3, Bridges. Adebayo grabs the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to the general. Back to Hardaway. Out left to the wing. He shoots. And the jumper falls for him.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And so it's New York with it, following the three-point basket by Miami. And here's Brunson from the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Adebayo, a screen on Brunson, the general. And again, Miami with a triple.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
And Shams, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
And it's Brunson again missing.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Here's the general. Brunson defending. James passes to the general. And the Heat, another 3.
There is so much responsibility on LeBron's shoulders. He has to keep that offense flowing, and he's got such a great grasp of their system.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Bridges finds Hart. Towns a screen on Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Hardaway. Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby with it. Picked up by James. Towns outside. Out to Bridges. From deep. The offensive rebound. Unable to get that one. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to the general. Now Antetokounmpo. Covered by Towns. And too long on the shot.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Bridges outside. Now here's Hart. Pounded by Adebayo. 6 to shoot. His first shot coming late. And again, the Knicks missing.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Shams, a personal question for you. This is just about the industry in general. I know you have all these sources. You don't reveal your sources. No good journalist does. But what's in it for them?
You know, B.A., I'm going to tell you guys, because this is a nice family environment here at the desk. It's always something for me, 365, 24/7. These are real relationships. It's always a two-way street when it comes to whether it's a source, a relationship that I have in this industry. And right now, more than ever, it's a relationship business. You can't just show up when you need someone. So for me, I go every day and try to build the best relationships I can.
Hey, and let's face it, we're in the entertainment industry. And how entertaining is it to get a scoop from Shams?
Come on now, we're all waiting for it.
Larson's checked in for Hardaway. And a switch here also for New York. McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby.
Now, Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you. Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And New York has possession. Miami making their last shot.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Miami making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in, and the Knicks making a change here as well. Shamit's checked in. The shot by James, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Brunson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Brunson's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
So it's Miami now. 6-point lead. And Shams are seeing a transition in regional media, the RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
Here's James. After New York picked up the three with their last shot. It doesn't go for him. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Brunson. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And now just a 3-point Miami lead.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Here's Shamet. Check by James. And out of bounds. The Heat will take it. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look. Broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Knicks.
They haven't really looked to make use of the corner three shot, but give credit to the defense for working hard to prevent them from finding airspace to let it fly from there.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Outside McBride. Towns on a screen. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound Miami. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Adebayo from long range. Fires in the triple. And the Heat lead by 6.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Hart from long range. It's hauled in by the Heat. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Now here's Brunson. A 23-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A big group substitution here for New York. Drummond's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Sohan comes in for Hart. Mikal Bridges checked in for Shamet. And Alvarado's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September. Labor Day window, that's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Yeah, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse. Always ready.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
A minute 4 left to play in the first. Drummond with the screen. For 3, Bridges. The rebound by Jackson. Heat leading by 4. Here's the general. 11 points for him last game against Memphis.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
On target from range.
Still working on consistency. range, but improved shot mechanics for Andrew Wiggins.
Drummond against Jackson. Drummond passes to Bridges. Drummond with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Miami shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Oh! Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Improved decision-making by Andrew Wiggins, and that makes him an even greater challenge to guard.
Here's Bridges. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Miami out in front, up 7. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Larson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
When Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism, some big-time hops.
It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest of the league. Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Knicks trail by 12. Bridges outside. And there's the screen. Shot to stop the run. New York again can't hit. The Heat have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. There's the triple. Drops in the 3. And the Heat lead by 15.
I just love the ball movement.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Hardaway's checked in for Mitchell. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Here's Bridges. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one belongs to Wiggins. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
McBride passes to Alvarado. Now Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Anunoby. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Pass to Larson. Jacks up a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 12. Bridges passes to Drummond. And stolen by Jackson. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Jackson. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Sean.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Towns, he's checked in for Drummond.
OG knows you set a good screen and then be opportunistic as a scorer. Nicely done there.
Wiggins, no good. Knicks trail by 11. Here's McBride. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Into the lane. The kick out to Wiggins. Here's Larson. No good on the three. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Bridges misses.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Jackson, the pass to the general. To the inside. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, New York.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
McBride. New York again can't hit, and the Heat with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Towns for three. Rebound by the Heat. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Look at who's out there now for Miami. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Wiggins, and LeBron subbed in for Larson. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. And a busy summer for trade shops. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open. The teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bain trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Sean, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
Kicks it out Towns. Launches it. No. He's made 3, missed 2 now.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Back to Brunson. Towns outside. They set the screen. Inside. A nice shot by McBride.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. The general passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
They're really working the paint now.
Well, the Knicks shooting only 36% during the second. Brunson passes to Bridges. Outside McBride. New York working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Brunson missing. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Hardaway, the pass to the general. The 3 ball. That's good from Hardaway on the assist from James. Hardaway's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Hardaway's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. That one's off. And now he's 3 for 6.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo.
making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Outside Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Down low. Here's Towns. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now. Here's the general. 9 points in the game. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's James from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. James has got 9.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They still need this. Anunoby passes to Towns. Towns on a screen for 3. Bridges. Again, the miss by Bridges.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's the general. Oh, he elevates for the slam. Jalen Brunson on the receiving end.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway. Left side, McBride. Bridges outside. Towns on a screen. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 11.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Towns on a screen. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Out to Bridges. From the arc. Again, the miss by Bridges.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Up in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miami just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Miami Heat.
This is a finely tuned offense. They're pushing the action while staying disciplined.
Yeah, their scores are in the right places, taking smart shots. The other side, not so much.
And time now to swing it around. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, BA, and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. We've got Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. Towns for three. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound in this one. Right wing. Here's the general. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Now at the line.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. The general pulls it in.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Antetokounmpo.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Bowling with purpose after setting the screen.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Towns. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
Count that bucket.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Anunoby on the wing. 6 to shoot. The three is up. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Knicks ball.
And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. New York in 5th.
Yeah, knocking down free throws was a real specialty for them last year.
Shot clock at 4. Indeed, Brunson drops it in. That's 12 points for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
And a look here at the shot chart for Mikal Bridges.
And everyone has an off night once in a while, and this is his. He just hasn't looked like himself and just seems to be forcing shots up and deviating from the game plan. Let's hope he can turn it around some.
Good on the second one. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Hart finds Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. A deep three. That shot, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Brunson passes to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Outside Brunson. Takes a 13-footer. The General pulls it in. The General's got 5 rebounds in the game. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Steps back from deep three-point land. The General, no good. For New York, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Here's the General. Brunson defending. Adebayo, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by Towns. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Rebound Miami. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Counted from distance.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Bridges passes to Hart. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hart's got his second bucket on the night.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
To the left wing. Hardaway, the pass to the General. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fires from deep. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Bridges. Bridges has got 6 assists here tonight. Miami has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. James passes to the General. Back to James. Here's the General. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. The General's got 7 points here in the quarter. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Brunson passes to Hart. Back to Brunson. Out to Bridges. From downtown. Rebound Miami. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to the General. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Brunson with the block. And he stays with it. Just 3 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Larson's checked in for James. And Mitchell's subbed in for Hardaway. And the Knicks making a change here as well. McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. To the right side, here's Larson. And another dime for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Back to Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, PA. He is a nightmare, free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
To the paint. Miami moving it around. And again, it's Miami from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Brunson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson on the wing. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11. McBride passes to Brunson. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's the general. McBride covers. They grab their own miss. To the inside. The general passes to Jackson. Towns with a rebound. New York shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Mitchell against Brunson. Rebound Miami. Jackson's got 9 rebounds now. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Brunson to get back on track. Nails it from 3. Brunson's got 19 points.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Jackson, the pass to the general. And again, no good by Miami. Well, the Knicks shooting 39% from the field in the third. Miami making a switch here. Portis is checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left in the third. Iwara passes to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Drummond. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Drummond's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Jackson, the pass to Wiggins. Back to Jackson. The rebound by Diawara. Right side McBride. Pass to Alvarado. Knocks down the triple.
Well, creating offense for others, challenging the heart of the defense, get into the teeth, and then spot the open shooter.
Jackson, the screen. Mitchell, the pass to Jackson. Good if it goes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miami showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And New York has possession. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Jackson. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Wiggins. In transition, here they come. Here's Jackson, blocked. They get it back, stolen by Anunoby. Here's Shamet. The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now Jackson. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And now the Knicks on the break. And the basket by Shamet.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Portis right side. Pass to Larson. Here's Jackson. And Anunoby pulls it down. McBride on the wing. Alvarado outside. And here's Anunoby. High post Towns. Anunoby passes to Towns. Misses from close range. Well, Miami shooting a fantastic 57%. Jackson outside.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. The Knicks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Alvarado, the pass to Towns. Blocked! Jackson against Anunoby. Down low. Outside for Mitchell. Launches a three. Hits a three-pointer.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Wiggins from long range knocks down the long J. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Fontecchio's checked in for Miami. Mitchell, the pass to Fontecchio. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Shamet. Outside Anunoby. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Shamet passes to Alvarado. Towns outside. They need this. The rebound by Wiggins.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Mitchell, the pass to Fontecchio. Misses the three. New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Shamet connects from downtown.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Miami's gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Mitchell, the pass to Fontecchio. Here's Larson. McBride covers. Back to Fontecchio. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. Fontecchio's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Alvarado. Sinks the tray. Fontecchio's got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Back to Alvarado. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
Fontecchio outside. Here's the three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Alvarado, the pass to Shamet. Inside. Shot's good by Towns. 16 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Anunoby. Mikal Bridges comes in for Shamet. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
Towns for 3. Drills it from deep. Towns has got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, Cat answers with his own 3, and he says, I told you I'm the best shooting big man in history.
Fires the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Pass to Bridges. Alvarado outside. The 11-footer. And the shot no good. A bit short. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Portis, the pass to Fontecchio. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns is... New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Brunson passes to Alvarado. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe 1 for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Towns gets the bucket.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Mitchell, the pass to Portis. Here's Larson. The 3. Alvarado with a rebound. To the inside. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game. OG Anunoby's checked in for Alvarado.
New York substitution.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Mitchell, the pass to Fontecchio. Miami moving it around. Knocks it down from distance.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns outside. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Portis' shot is off. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. Brunson passes. To Towns. Back to Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And that's now 21 points for Jalen Brunson.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
And while we have a moment here, let's take a look at our player of the game, someone who really took over and earned this award tonight.
I mean, he's been dropping dimes left and right in this one. Just seems to be one step ahead of the defense. He's seeing passing lanes open up and facilitating the offense beautifully.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Heat.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the General.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. He buries it from 3.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
For 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Brunson with it. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, Allie.
Giannis, you had a big lead going into the break.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For